Hey, I'm back. This is Goose with On With the Show. And today's topic, we're going to be talking about Chappell Roan. Yes, apparently Chappell Roan is making some headlines about what is being considered some pretty creepy behavior by some of her fans. But before we get into it, like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications so that you always are notified when new videos are uploaded. And you share this out to your friends and let them know what it is I'm working on over here. So let's get into this. Chappell Roan, who has become a megastar. I don't know about if she's like a megastar within at least the last year or so. And she apparently has been making waves on social media about inappropriate behavior of her super fans, I guess you could say. And well, let's just start here. Here's the headline from the Independent. Chappell Roan blasts entitled fans over stalking and crazy behavior in TikTok rant. Now, I'm allowed to say no to creepy behavior. Now, I was going to basically just read off what was said, but I figured, it's better just to show the TikTok. Now, if you haven't seen Chappell Roan or know who I'm talking about, this is, I went directly to her TikTok account and I got some footage. So here's some footage from her at Coachella. I've listened to some of her music on YouTube Music. She's very talented. She's got a great voice. And you can just tell that she's going to be a huge star in this business. And she kind of has a little bit, I saw some comments saying that she's like the new, what would you say, JoJo's Ewok because of the outfits. Very talented, very, very good singer. All right, so that's her at Lollapalooza. I think it was at Lollapalooza. Not Coachella, but Lollapalooza. I gotta get my concerts right. And she's been opening for Olivia Rodrigo for their tour this year. But apparently, she has been having issues with some of her super fans. Now, again, we talked about the TikTok rant that she was going. Let's go right into that TikTok rant.
I need you to answer questions. Just answer my questions for a second. If you saw a random woman on the street, would you yell at her from the car window? Would you harass her in public? Would you go up to a random lady and say, "Can I get a photo with you?" And she's like, "No, what the fuck?" And then you get mad at this random lady? Would you be offended if she says no to your time because she has her own time? Would you stalk her family? Would you follow her around? Would you try to dissect her life and bully her online? This is a lady you don't know. And she doesn't know you at all. Would you assume that she's a good person? Assume she's a bad person? Would you assume everything you read about her online is true? I'm a random bitch. You're a random bitch. Just think about that for a second, okay?
All right, and now let's go into the next video.
I don't care that abuse and harassment, stalking, whatever, is a normal thing to do to people who are famous or a little famous, whatever. I don't care that it's normal. I don't care that this crazy type of behavior comes along with the job, the career field I've chosen. That does not make it okay. That doesn't make it normal. It doesn't mean I want it. It doesn't mean that I like it. I don't want whatever the fuck you think you're supposed to be entitled to whenever you see a celebrity. I don't give a fuck if you think it's selfish of me to say no for a photo or for your time or for a hug. That's not normal. That's weird. It's weird how people think that you know a person just because you see them online or you listen to the art they make. That's fucking weird. I'm allowed to say no to creepy behavior. Okay?
All right, so she has basically called out her fans or her super fans for harassing her. And you know what? I think she has every right to do that. I think that she has every right, as my microphone continues to slide down. Let me see if I can stay. But she has every right to demand a certain amount of privacy. This is what's been going on lately, because guess what? These celebrities truthfully don't owe you anything. They really don't. We've become such a social media obsessed society that when we see a celebrity, it's almost as if we have to run right up to them and like demand, "Oh, I love you so much. Oh, I've got to be able. Can I get a picture with you? Here, hold on. Let me just get this. I want to get this selfie with you right now. Hold on. I want to give you a hug." You don't have truthfully the right to do that. Now, let me tell you something. I mean, because Logan and I have, when we're out, we've been shooting videos lately for Travel by Nature, and we have had people come up to, are you those guys? You have the YouTube channel? And we're like, yeah. And, these are people who are very polite to us. They're very polite. Are you those guys? Yes, we are. Oh, it's so nice to meet you. And we're happy to meet our fans. We love meeting our fans. We have told you guys over and over again, if you see us, come over and talk to us, because we like to meet our fans and and know who they are. We have not had a situation yet where, and I think it's because we're pretty much more or less, locally famous rather than, anything else. But we haven't had people run up to us and like just, "Oh my God, it's you. Can I get your picture?" We haven't had that situation. What Chappell Roan is dealing with here is completely different. She's dealing with people who she doesn't know, who are basically almost getting into her space and like demanding to have, a photo, "Oh, I love you so much. Can I get a picture of you?" And she, and it's becoming a hassle. We're seeing more and more of this with not just her, but with other, other famous people. The two videos I've seen, personally, has to deal with John Cena. And John Cena, poor guy, he's gotten himself to where he's like uber famous, and now just going to the gym is a challenge, because he'll run into somebody that over the camera out, and you're like, they have and he says, "Can you please turn the camera off?" And and at first he's polite, but then he has to like, "Good, can you please turn your camera off?" And it's because all of a sudden, people don't see them as people anymore. They see them as, as like these uber celebrities that they have to hang on to and and prove to everybody, look who I saw today. Look, did you see? Look at this. They post on social media. Look who I saw today. I saw so and so. Amy Schumer had the same problem when she was like, she'd go walk in the park and sit at a bench and just to sit down and think, and all of a sudden it's like some random dude comes up to her and say, "Hey, I'm a fan. You mind if we get a picture?" It's not like it was, in the day where it's like, we didn't have this social media craze where it was like, where if you saw a celebrity, you were like, oh my God. And it's getting more and more out of hand. Let's go on to the next piece of what it talks about here. This is from People magazine. And this Hayley Williams, who is the lead singer of Paramore, says she's thankful Chappell Roan spoke out about setting boundaries with fans. It's brave. Roan recently said inappropriate fan behavior has become normalized because of the way women who are well known have been treated in the past. This was written by Jack Irving on the 26th of August, 2024. It says, after Chappell Roan spoke out about setting boundaries with fans, she's finding support with Hayley Williams. In a since expired Instagram story that's been shared across social media by fans, the 35-year-old Paramore frontwoman reposted Roan's recent notes on predatory behavior disguised as superfan behavior alongside a supportive statement. This happens to every woman I know from this business, myself included. Social media has made this worse, wrote Williams. I'm really thankful Chappell is willing to address it in a real way, in real time. It's brave and unfortunately necessary. So basically now she's starting to have more and more people come out and support her for this because, I want to know what part of being a fan about somebody basically says that you own a part of somebody, a part of a celebrity, because you really don't. You really don't own them. You could sit there and say, well, if it wasn't because of me, they wouldn't be successful. If it wasn't because of me, they wouldn't, they wouldn't have these songs or these movies. They wouldn't be famous without me. They wouldn't be famous without us fans. You know what I'm sure Chappell Roan is doing, if it's just sitting there, like, I'm sure she's like, one less person to deal with. I mean, think about it for a moment. I mean, what gives you the right to run up to somebody and demand their time? Really, I want to know. I've met celebrities. You want to know what the best way how to handle a celebrity? Treat them like they're another person. First of all, they're not used to that. But secondly, they're more willing to engage in you. Would you mind if we get a picture? Sure. But if you treat them like, like they owe you something, they don't owe you a daggum thing. They really don't. They don't owe you anything. And so I think, and again, in a society where we're having more and more people with stalking behavior, because of all the social media, it's easy to it's easy to stalk somebody on social media because you don't actually have to be there. So so I'm going to get into this in just a little bit. I want to go on to the next piece of here. This is from ABC News. Singer Chappell Roan calls out predatory fan behavior. Please stop touching me. She expressed appreciation for fans who respect her boundaries. This was written by May Salib, August 25th, 2024. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're going into the future here. It says here, singer Chappell Roan is calling out what she described as predatory behavior from fans, asking them to respect her boundaries in public after delivering a similar message in videos last week. The Good Luck Babe singer opened up in an Instagram post on Friday. I've been in too many non-consensual physical and social interactions, wrote Roan, whose debut album, The Rise and Fall of a Midwest Princess, rose to meteoric popularity this year. I choose this career path because I love music and art and honoring my inner child. I do not accept harassment of any kind because I choose this path, nor do I deserve it. Roan also highlighted a difference between what she is in a work mode and when she is clocked out. Okay. I don't agree with the notion that I owe a mutual exchange of energy, time, or attention to people I do not know, do not trust, or who creep me out just because they're expressing admiration. Women do not owe you a reason why they don't want to be touched or talked to. She went on, I'm specifically talking about predatory behavior disguised as superfan behavior that has become normalized because of the way women who are well known have been treated in the past. Yeah, I kind of agree with this. In fact, I wholeheartedly agree with this. In fact, I want to ask anybody out there this question, and I'm very serious about this. How would you react if a random person on the street ran up to you without warning and just, I want your picture. I want to take a picture with you. Yeah. How would you react? You would probably, first of all, just almost like run away. You'd probably want to run. You would want to run away from that person. You would shrink back. You would want to get as far away from that person as possible because they're in your personal space. And yet, for some reason, the super fans out there think that it's okay for you to do that to a celebrity. They think it's okay for you to just, oh, that's so-and-so. They pull their camera phone out and start taking their picture. Try to get a distance selfie with them. Look who's behind me. You get what I'm saying? If you don't want that behavior done to you, why do you feel free to be able to do it to someone else, even if they are a celebrity? Even if you think that, oh yeah, it's okay for me to do that. I'm a fan. I support them. I put my money. I give them my money. I deserve to be. No, you don't. No, you don't. Let's go on to the next article. This one is from the Washington Post. Is celebrity fandom getting too weird? Chappell Roan thinks so. Concerned about creepy behavior, the pop star wants privacy from fans. It's a big ask for a celebrity. This one's written by Sophia Andrade and Janae Kingsbury, August 26, 2024. Chappell Roan is everywhere this summer. It seems in the span of a few short months, she has broken into the mainstream and attracted record-breaking crowds at music festivals across the country. Her rise to fame has felt so rapid and stunning that it has been the subject of entire investigations, including one by the Washington Post. That's why it read to many as a surprise when, as a guest on Drew Aflo's podcast last month, Roan revealed that she had pumped the brakes on, honestly, anything to make me more known. Fans were blurring the lines between Roan as an artist and Roan as a person, and she had become worried for her safety. They go on to talk about the TikTok videos that she posted. Down here saying in her follow-up, she expressed disagreement with the idea that harassment and abuse from fans is a necessary side effect to major commercial success, calling expectations weird. Roan was already concerned about the lack of privacy associated with fame in early September, weeks before her album was even released, and months before she'd see her first hits on the Billboard Hot 100. Speaking with the Post back then on a Zoom call, she said that she was trying to make space for herself. I get overwhelmed very easily, calling herself really introverted and a homebody. This is something Roan, 26, had tried to prepare for. Her real name is Kaylee Rose Amstutz, but she had taken on a drag name to separate herself from her work as a performer. It was a smart and protective move, according to expert Kristen Lieb, a professor of gender and marketing at Emerson College who researches the music industry, but it wasn't enough to keep Roan's offstage life private. So it has come so far, that it's almost as if it's coming to a point now where if it continues to get bad, and get worse, if the stalking type of behavior done by her fans doesn't stop, she's going to stop. Do you understand what we're saying here? Because right now she's still trying to handle the whole fame aspect of what's happening to her. She's a singer, she's a performer. She loves doing her art. She loves performing. And she tried and done her best to prepare for the fame aspect, which is really hard to do for anybody. For a singer, for an actor, for anybody. And yet she has these people who believe that they own her and own her time simply because they spent money to go to a concert. They spent money to have her album. They spent money, oh, I bought this, I'm your number one fan. Where have we heard that before? I'm your number one fan, and I really want to picture you. And I've been standing outside for 3 hours in the rain with a dog peeing on my leg, just so that I have a chance to say hi to you. Let me put it to you. This is the reason why a lot of celebrities all of a sudden move into gated communities and move into big homes with gates around them so that they don't have to deal with these super fans. We've heard stories about stalkers standing outside celebrities' homes waiting to just see them. This behavior is unacceptable. This behavior is irreprehensible. Nobody, like I said, would you allow some random stranger to come up to you on the street or at a restaurant or in the bathroom and say, I'm such a big fan, can I get a picture? No, you wouldn't. I know there's someone I follow on Twitter who finally got so fed up with people. I mean, she would post pictures of herself, just for other people to see. And there would be guys who would repost her picture. And she doesn't want that. She doesn't want people reposting her. She's not like, anytime she posts a picture on Twitter, she's like, don't repost. She's telling people, don't repost or you're getting blocked. Because she wants to keep a certain amount of privacy. This is some random person that I follow on Twitter. This is not a celebrity. And yet, if you can imagine being a celebrity in the world of social media, well, holy shit, things are going to go downhill real fast. Let me show you why. I was looking through TMZ over the weekend, and they had this on there. They had this poll talking about Chappell Roan's rant against fans and fame. 21% says she's got a point. 79% said quit if you don't like it. At this point, this was over, like I said, 25,880 votes. 79% of them are saying quit if you don't like it. Quit if you don't like it. Like they're honestly saying, we own you. We own you. Now, and I'm here to tell you, even with my small channel, no, you don't. You don't own a daggum thing. You don't own her time. You don't own her music. You don't own her art. You don't own anything. You are a fan. One of many. One of many of thousands. One of many of tens of thousands. She has every right to put her arm out and say, this is unacceptable, no. And your only response should be, I'm sorry. Not, you're a bitch. I don't like you anymore. I'm not going to follow you anymore. You know, I'm sure that, you know, if Chappell Roan were to hear some of these super fans saying, I'm not going to follow you anymore, she'd be like, what am I going to do? Oh my gosh, they don't follow me anymore. They're not going to listen to my music. Get over yourselves. You're a fan. That's all you are. And if you keep this up, that you won't ever get it. You won't even get to see it anymore. She'll just go shut off and just do studio albums, and they'll be like, "Hey, when are we going to see Chappell Roan on tour?" Never. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Or one of you morons out there, and I know I'm just coming up closing, but one of you morons out there is going to sit there and, you know, you're going to stalk her to the point of killing her. Don't think that's not going to happen. There's going to be one of these stalkers out there who's a super fan. I'm a super fan. Who's going to stalk her and kill her. And then everybody will be crying, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. It's time, you know, I don't care. If you're going to sit there and say quit if you don't like it, then maybe you just shouldn't even, you know, you just should not even listen to the music. It would be better, and I'm going to just be honest as we're about to close. It would be better if Chappell Roan never did another concert. It would be. Maybe you'd all get the hint. Maybe you get a clue. Maybe you're like, I didn't think this was going to happen. Give me a break. You don't own anything. You don't especially own her. Chappell Roan is right. Cut the crap. Give her space. She doesn't have. You don't have the right to walk up to her and ask her for. You know, if you want to be nice about it, be nice about it. But don't demand her time when she doesn't want to give it to you. Because because again, I'm going to say it one last time. If you wouldn't let some random person run up to you to do it, then you don't have the right to do it to her. All right? All right. Now that I've finished my rant for the day, I'm sorry, it just upsets me that people act like this, especially to celebrities. Celebrities are just people. Yeah, they make more money than us. Yeah, we see them everywhere. But they're still people. And they're still people that want to be treated with respect. All right. Thank you for watching the show today. I really appreciate your time. Again, if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you think I'm off. Let me know if you think I'm wrong. I'm sure I'll probably call a few names myself. Just let me know what you think, because I want to know. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for notifications so you get new videos when they come out. Share this out to your friends, your family, your neighbors. Let them know what I'm doing here. And again, like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I am Goose with On With The Show. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the other side.